was gonna tell me that Jerry Springer was basically just American Gladiator. I grew up in a very traditional Caribbean religious home, so wasn't nobody watching no Jerry Springer, okay? So if this is common knowledge, if all this stuff is common knowledge, I'm gonna need y'all to excuse me. I just finished watching this documentary on Netflix, and I just gotta share the 3 most shocking things that I learned from the documentary. So the first thing that I found super surprising was that Jerry Springer was actually into politics. So he was a councilman in Cincinnati, and then he was a mayor of Cincinnati, and then he became a news anchor. So according to the documentary, he actually wanted to be a senator, like he wanted a life in politics, but somehow he ended up being the host of the most raggedy, ratchet, crazy. In my very humble opinion, I feel like when the show started getting popular, started getting views, started making money, I think he sold out. I think maybe he sold out. All I'm trying to say is senator to host of the Jerry Springer show. You know what? I was about to say that's quite a departure, but knowing how our politicians are, maybe not. Second thing that I thought was super interesting was how the producers would bait the contestants. Now, we know that producers of reality shows, they often do a lot of work behind the scenes to kind of make things happen. I feel like now in our current day, that's not necessarily surprising information because we have so much more information and background information and so much more people talking about what happens behind the scenes of reality shows. But I feel like back then, like if you sit and watch this show and think about watching this like in the early 2000s, you're just watching these contestants on this show and there's no indication that these are not their actual feelings. There's no indication that these people were behind the scenes hyping them up and telling them how to act, like telling them to get more aggressive, using the information that they know about their situations to hype them up and get them to the point where they're ready to flip off. And the third thing that I really did not know, and maybe because I was a child when this happened, but I was a child when a lot of things happened and I remember, but I have no recollection of this criminal murder trial that was related to Jerry Springer.